Alright, I've always wanted to make one of these jigs, these thin strip cutting jigs. And I've looked at a lot of YouTube stuff and everything from just a simple piece of wood with a point on it to this one here by a gentleman named Bellevue in Norway. And I'm using that as my inspiration. I'm gonna dress mine up a little bit. He uses a digital caliper, I think, that he kind of cuts apart and uses that for his measuring device. Mine's going to be a little bit different. So this is not a new idea, but it's just my take on it. I guess I'll put it that way. So let me show you what I've got in mind here. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this dial indicator that I own and use that as my measuring device, you know, to dial in the actual final dimension that you want. So what I've done is I've created a reasonable facsimile of it here, and you can see that it's got the mounting tab on the back here with a 1/4 inch hole. That's how it mounts to whatever you're going to put it on. So I've created, I designed my setup around that. So here's what's going on with that. It's going to mount into the side of the top block here with a precision cut opening. The one thing you want is that you don't want this thing to move and change your measurement in any way, you know, so you want that to be locked in position. Alright, so then like Mr. Bellevue, I'm going to have a bearing out here that's going to ride against the workpiece, and then because the range of the indicator is 1 inch, that's all I need here in my slot is the ability to slide this or micro adjust it 1 inch. So I've got my knob back here. You know, he was using wing nuts. I'm going to dress up that way and use these plastic phenolic knobs, 3 of them, and then it's going to lock into the miter slot with this piece here. And basically it's pretty simple. Hardwood runners, or sliders I should say, that keep everything together, and then this is a hardwood runner to fit into the miter slot of the table saw. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all the pieces up, get them all set to go. I'm not going to show you any of that machining, but you can kind of see what I've got going on here. I guess I will give you this dimension here. This is going to be about 5 inches wide by approximately 8 inches deep. Okay, and this piece back here is going to be hardwood. This will be hardwood, and the rest is going to be Baltic birch plywood. I take that back. This is hardwood as well, along with these runners. Then in the back, you can't see it here, but let me do this. Now you can see back here, inside I'm going to have a bronze bushing that this is going to ride in, and it's going to go into this block here. Let me hide that as well. And that's going to have a like a barrel nut. Okay, and let me get those pieces back in play here. I gotta find them. Okay, now there's only one last thing I want to show you here, and that's how this is going to lock into this piece. Let me get rid of the dial indicator. And you're going to see down here, I've got a slot that I'm going to drop a T-nut into, and then just run a 1/4 20 bolt into that to lock it together. So that's it. I'm looking forward to building this and then seeing how she works. And this is nothing more than just a 1/4 inch bolt holding that. That's gonna lock the two pieces together once you arrive at your final dimension. And pretty straightforward stuff. So once I come back to you, I'm gonna have all these pieces cut and ready to go, and we'll see how it goes together.